Alright, man, so this is what y'all been waiting for. Kendrick Lamar to Pimp a Butterfly album review. I bought it Monday, and I didn't listen to the leak, you know what I'm saying? So since Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday, I've listened to it. I just got through listening to it 3 times. Shout out to the homie Nick on Twitter. All I needed was the concept. What the album was about, to Pimp a Butterfly. So basically, you know how the caterpillar turns into the butterfly. You already understand that concept, so I don't need to break that down. You know what I mean? So it's just like people shun the caterpillar, right? And then yet it goes into the cocoon, turns into the butterfly, goes off, brings back information to the mad city that, you know what I mean, the caterpillar couldn't do, but at the same time, you know, they're the same in a way. You know what I mean? So it's no difference. That was dope. Musically, production, it wasn't what I thought it was. So I take that back. I will admit, you do have to listen to the whole body of work. Every song goes into each other. It's like he narrating it. It's like a movie in a way, because I'm listening to it and you see how that one, it's not like a skit, but it's just the words what he keeps saying, where he's talking about being depressed, going into the hotel room. I was like, okay, I keep hearing that concept, but as you listen to that, when it goes into each song, I thought that was fucking incredible. You know, so it's like, or even the first track, Wesley's Theory. To me, that shit was dope as hell. Featuring George Clinton, Thundercat. It kind of had the, at least with me, the Kill My Vibe. You know, it was familiar in a way. I love the instrumentation. To me, I looked at it as it was talking about materialism. I could be wrong, but that's just what I got from it. The second song, For Free, the interlude, it was a dope concept. I like that concept because at the end of the day, nothing is for free. You know, so I was like, wow, that's kind of deep. You know, if you listen to how he got the female talking about blah, 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 and then yeah, Kendrick comes in and says something, but before that, it's like, oh, I'm going to tell my Uncle Sam. You know what I mean? So it's just like, no matter how rich or famous you think you are, you still gotta, you know, nothing in life is free. That's what I took from it. King Kunta, that song, it grew on me. You know, I love all the production of it, you know, and I love the message. And that's what I figured, that these songs that I thought was, you know, it fit into the whole album. I still say it was overhyped, very overhyped. Institutionalized featuring Bilal, Anna and Snoop, that was a great record. You know, I looked at it as, it's about jail life, but yet in a sense that you still institutionalize when you on the streets. You know, I could be wrong, but it's just like the mentality doesn't change if you on the streets or inside, or you do shit on the outs to get back in it. You know what I mean? And I love the beat switch up. I thought that dope. That song was dope. The mentality of it all was like, wow. You know, These Walls featuring Bilal and Thundercat. I just say it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you ever heard like your parents or grandparents say, oh God, if these walls can talk, the stories they would tell. That's what I look from it. And then it goes into You about depression. You know, to me it's relatable, you know, suicidal thoughts. I love the beat switch up. I could be wrong about that song, but it seemed like it's about depression. And it goes into Alright, which is my favorite song. And that song kind of seemed like a combo with the devil, but I could be wrong, because I think Lucy is Lucifer. And it goes on to For Sale interlude. It's like, is the deal with the devil or something like that, from what I feel. I love the production. It goes into Mama, which is another powerful track, which goes into Hood Politics, which is dope as fuck. And it's like the shit that goes down in the streets from my point of view, from what I took from it. You know what I mean? How Much a Dollar Cost featuring Fauntleroy, Ronald Isley was a simply incredible record, because it's like kind of like a conversation with a homeless man to figure why you tripping if I don't give you $1, and then he breaks down the reason, you know, how much the dollar really costs. So I thought that was dope, you know what I mean? Complexion, to me it's like Love Has No Color. That's the way I look at it. Like of the Berry, Angry, World Issue, self-awareness type record. You Ain't Gotta Lie, Mama Said. I love the great message in that, you know, and motherfuckers shouldn't lie. So at the end of the day, it's just like, you ain't gotta lie, you know, just be yourself, you know, everything will work out for you. I goes into, you know, the end of the album, but it's like, it's different. It's more live, and I love how he's talking, you know, with the people that's damn near about to get in a fight, and it's different from the visual, so I respect that song even more. So I can say it grew on me, because it sounds different. And the last track, Mortal Man, is simply amazing. I give that song 3 checks along with Alright, where it's just amazing. I love the concept. I love the, you know, the Pac interview was simply dope. I could have swore somebody used a concept like that before. But overall, man, I like the album. It wasn't one song I skipped. You know, I will say sonically, it's better than Lupe album, but lyrically, Lupe album was better. So I'm not being biased. I love this album. It is dope. It did grow on me. You know what I mean? But it's not something I can see I can play back to back to back to back to back. Maybe once every blue moon. You know what I mean? Where you need some encouragement, some inspiration. You know, I give it a 9 out of 10. You know, I did say on Instagram it was a 7, but I was only at track 6. And listen to it, it's about a 9 out of 10. You know, it's up in the top 5 best albums of the year, in my personal opinion. Lupe's still number 1 because it's just, I listened to that album backwards, and I think I'm going to review it again. You know what I'm saying? So it got a whole different meaning. But it's not about Lupe, it's about Kendrick. To Pimp a Butterfly, great piece of work.